What's going on, Cap City? Capricorn, it's your girl D with 8th House Energy, here to bring you your November 2019 love reading. I hope all is well with everybody, and just keep in mind right now, Venus, is Venus still in Mercury? I mean, still in Scorpio? I have to look, but just keep in mind that also Mars is in retrograde, not Mars. Mercury's in retrograde in Scorpio. All right, so a lot of people experiencing, situations from the past coming back, whether it's old friends, old family that you hadn't run into in a while or you ain't seen in a while, old colleagues, old classmates, people you used to work with, people you were in associations with when you were younger. You might run into somebody you were in the Girl Scouts with. Things like that, in your old school varsity basketball team or your cheerleading squad, or you never know, somebody from high school, babysitters, used to go to the same babysitters together, things like that, But you also run into lovers, old lovers. So let's see what love we got here for you. All right, overall energy for your reading is vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. That's a really positive message. That's a beautiful thing. So let's take a look at the cards that came out. So we have chemistry. So the attraction you feel is mutual. So that's a beautiful thing. You both are attracted to each other. So there won't be any dullness there. Second card says fate. This is a destined partnership. So you were meant to meet this person. Okay? So there's a reason why you are meeting this person. There's a lesson here, okay? Usually when it's fated. And then the third card here says warning. Don't dismiss the red flags. So, let's see why this is saying you can be completely open with this person, but don't miss the red flags, okay? So what we want to do is clarify. So let's see. What could be going on here? What's going on for my Cap City Massive? Capricorn, I know we're in Mercury retrograde. This is the second time I did your video, so I didn't do my intro like I normally do. But all the information you need is in the box below. This is a general reading and may not apply to everybody. All right? Take what does, leave the rest. So under chemistry, the attraction you feel is mutual. We have the 8 of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands. We have Temperance. We have the 2 of Pentacles. We have the Sun card in reverse. And we have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So it looks as though this is somebody that you have tried to walk away from, but it's just very difficult for you to do. Or they tried to walk away from you. You guys have walked away from each other numerous times. You can't keep away from each other. You try to maintain balance, they try to maintain balance, but it's like the longer you guys are apart from each other, the longer the prolonged wait for you guys to be happy, that's basically what's going to happen. You guys are meant to be with each other. So this is why it's saying the overall energy is you can be completely vulnerable with this person. All right. Now let's take a look at fate. It says this is a destined partnership. We have the Hierophant in reverse, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, the Death card in reverse, King of Pentacles, and the Tower card in reverse. So this is a destined partnership. So it could very well be that your partner is married to somebody else, or you are with someone else. Okay, and that might be why there's a warning here to not dismiss the red flags. But it looks like maybe they're no longer with that person, and they don't want to jump into anything serious right now. But they do want to connect with you, it looks like. So, let's see what it says for don't dismiss the red flags. 8 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles in reverse, 5 of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. I'm sorry, the Hermit upright and the Chariot upright. Okay, so don't dismiss the red flags here. So you've been getting messages that this is not working. Okay, that's what I'm getting here with the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So you're not paying attention to these messages. It's like the in and out between you and this person has been going on a lot. Like you guys fight, get back together, fight, get back together. It's like at this point you got to go within, because you know this is not a stable situation at all. And you guys fighting the way you do. And so this is meant to teach you a lesson here, because it's faded. So you're going to have to decide if you're going to keep dealing with this person or not dealing with this person. But, there's some red flags here. So let's see what messages I can get for you from Spirit. We'll use the Spirit Animal Oracle. So what should Capricorn do? Whoops. How should Capricorn handle this situation? Too many. All right, it says number 20, Dolphin Spirit. This and that are true. So you may want to look up angel number 20. But if we reduce that to a 2, 2s are about duality. Let's see what that Dolphin Spirit message is. Okay. Dolphin Spirit, it says, Dolphin Spirit, like her earthly manifestation, is a reminder of duality. I just said duality. As the dolphin is both mammal and sea creature, so too is Dolphin Spirit, both this and that. Two truths coexist, the story you tell and another as well. The duality of life is present when we are suffering, for there is a blessing too in the helpers that appear. Within clouds are silver linings when we later reflect on what happened. We can see that a situation was both this and that, and a choice led to both joy and sorrow. No relationship is either all good or all bad, and people have qualities both light and shadow. Focus on the positive, for light exists alongside the darkness. Dolphin Spirit calls for you to come up from below and enjoy a weightless moment in the sun as you dive in and out of this and that, accepting and even enjoying the duality of life. So why not join Dolphin Spirit in acknowledging and affirming the blessing present in this moment? In all areas of life, there are aspects of this and that. Today, you can celebrate this fact and recognize that complexity and the beauty of the fabric of the universe. You are at a place right now where your past self is still present, and as you move forward, the new self you are becoming. Aspects of both selves are present. So even if you want to say goodbye to what was, you are required to find solace in this in-between time. Today is not a day to choose one over the other, but rather to accept things as they are without judgment or resistance. Your next action will be obvious when you drop the bias and see things as a whole. Wow, this is really deep. So I see why there's a lot of back and forth. Like I was saying here, there was a lot of back and forth. You guys get back together, you break up, you get back together. Like, this is basically Spirit's way of saying that there are relationships like that, where there's duality, there's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And that you have to weigh out the two and figure out what's best for you. And sometimes, being in between works for a lot of people, or it has. That's deep. Wow. So let's take a look at the protection message. So it says when you most want to be acknowledged as right and see other ways as wrong, Dolphin Spirit appears as a reminder that the story of your suffering and righteousness is a little more complicated than you are admitting right now. Do you want to see things in black and white and be rigid in your ideas of what's correct and what's not. Release your rigidity and embrace the fluidity of life as you recognize the grays that remind you that there are two sides to every story and up to each downside, and a blessing in every challenge. When you think it's wrong may end up being right for you. So let Dolphin Spirit soften your heart so that you make the best decision at the time, playing with the possibilities that present themselves. Wow, this is deep. Dolphin Spirit is really deep. So I hope that this helped to bring some ease of mind to you, because this is a lot on your mind, going back and forth like this. I could imagine that's a lot to deal with, but Spirit is asking you to accept it as that, the good and the bad, the this and the that, and accept it for what it is, and don't beat yourself up about it, because it's not you. That's the nature of the situation. So at least you know it's not you. So now that you understand that this situation is fated, which is a fated partnership, which means that it was brought to you to teach you a lesson. I can't pick up the card. It was fated. It was brought to you to teach you a lesson. And for you to learn that lesson, first you have to recognize the red flags. And so you recognize what the red flags are. So while you may enjoy this relationship, and it may be something that you want, and you're connecting with this person at the same time, you know that there's something else going on here. This person is with someone else. So I hope that this helped to shed some light, some clarity, and give you better insight as to how you want to proceed. No judgment here, just reading the cards and letting you know and trying to get inside your mind to understand how you feel so that I could express it. Again, this doesn't resonate with everybody, but for those who do, I wish you the best with this. And I love yous, and I'll see you guys soon.